Holiday traders, I'm in reaction mode today, so I might as well also react to this particular video here. So apparently the ICT trader I've covered before has completely blown up in this trading competition. I'm not surprised. Let's go through it.
You know, this could be one of those moments where I sit here and I tell you that I told you so, and everybody gets upset and then they get mad. They're like, well, Patrick.
I went into the Robbins Cup and I told Joel Robbins, I said, listen, anybody and everybody that's going to come and contact you, you tell them exactly what my account's sitting at. And I sat there and I pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, and I pushed that fucking account down to $900 fucking dollars. And I sat there and I waited and I fucking waited and I fucking waited, and not one of these fucking yahoos.
I told you so. I told you that ICT would be nowhere near the top of the Robbins Cup leaderboard here. It is currently October 1st, 2024. You can see the proof. ICT wrote back there in January that in December he would post a record return of 11,592%.
I guess ICT was referring to the return by Larry Williams, which I think is still the all-time record, above 11,000%. Allow me to say a few things about those kind of numbers. Okay, when you study these things, Larry Williams, as far as I remember, when he did those kind of competitions with his strategies, which are well documented, I mean, he would risk on a trade 25% and more, okay? Knowing well that he can blow up, but he had a good run, so he made exorbitant returns and then, achieved crazy numbers. It's well known that many traders participating in these kind of competitions go on the higher risk side, of course. But in this case here of ICT, you can see, like, come on, I mean, this is just the final nail in the coffin. Something I've said for ages, okay, that the ICT setups as shown do not work consistently. Okay, he's aware of market manipulation in general, but the solution to that with this naked price chart trading is a complete illusion. It doesn't work consistently. And these facts finally undermine this reality, okay? So, I mean, come on, get your facts straight, everyone, all right? If somebody is so arrogant, so ego-driven, comes with those kind of statements and then completely blows it, wow, then tries to argue he did it on purpose. Sorry, that makes no sense. I mean, let's call a spade a spade.
He also told me that he wanted to escrow $500,000, $500,000 for the bet. He said, Patrick, put it in escrow and I'll beat you and I'll take your $500,000. I said, okay, well that works. I sent him a contract. I said, let's do the deal. Let's make it happen. Let's make it official. And, well, he never would sign the contract for some reason. Well, I found out today, finally, ICT admitting that he blew up his Robbins account. Well, he doesn't actually admit it. He just basically says that
and I pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, and I pushed that fucking account down to $900 fucking dollars.
He pushed his account balance from $10,000. He pushed it down to $900, right? Because that makes sense. Because you want to. You want your account balance to go down when you're trading in a trading competition because you want people. I'm confused. I'm very, very confused. So, yeah, ICT, what happened? What happened? Once again, talking about this, I had the $500,000 in my account ready to go. I said, let's do the deal. Let's not keep delaying on this deal. Let's make it happen, ICT. Michael Huddleston, where you at, Inner Circle Trader? You could have made $500,000. You could have won the Robbins Cup, but you didn't. You gotta love a guy. You gotta love this guy. ICT, he is my favorite person on the internet because he inspires me to have a belief in yourself that is absolutely impossible. Believe in the impossible. ICT should be a figure on the wall for believe in impossible, because the shit that he believes in is literally impossible. The idea of making 11,000% return trading through a Robbins Cup. Well, first off, the biggest problem is the margin, the requirements. It's bad. It's hard. It's very, very, very difficult to do this. $10,000 into $1 million with the deal with the Robbins, it ain't gonna happen. It's just mathematically impossible.
By the way, I heard about the Robbins Cup before, but somebody told me also that they're keen on earning fees for participants and all of that, and they don't really publish like the stats of the strategies employed. But does anyone have experience with that? It's interesting. The general idea is not bad. No, do a trading competition and let people trade against each other. I once had a interesting idea for a project which is a bit similar like that. But if anyone of you has experiences, please let me know how this works. For example, like how do they deal with risk management, like risk per trade? What if people use scaling? What if people use baskets? Like what are the rules? This makes all the difference. Do you have to use stops? Which kinds of stops? What about weekend risk? All these questions. Anyways.
And well, today it's finally over. I can finally rest. I can finally go off into Hawaii and enjoy my...
I don't know this Patrick Wieland guy, but he's really funny apparently. I should watch more of the videos maybe.
Little stay. I can finally go and just enjoy the rest of my life now because I have proven that ICT can trade.
Wow. That
Michael Huddleston cannot actually make money. He can't do anything that he's actually ever claimed. He continues to make claims while never actually doing any of it.
I wonder like how he blew up. For example, let's say scenario 1, he didn't use a stop and he completely blew it. Scenario 2, he used stops but he just had loser after loser after loser until it was all gone. So I wonder, what the reality is there. Like, how did he manage to get that done? And can you see also, imagine he would have been lucky and made a bigger return. How people would have just thought that, this ICT stuff works, even though it was just a lucky run, for example. Wow. These are important considerations. But here the reality and the truth came out. I mean, especially for ICT with that kind of attitude, wow, this is a big, big, big kick in the teeth. There's no other way to say that. And I'm not happy about anyone's failure, but I mean, he has been very controversial and unfortunately not always been telling the truth. He has admitted that he has mental issues, which always should also be taken into account. He has said he suffers from some bipolarity and so on, and it definitely can be seen. He has manic episodes and not a great condition also for trading, by the way. You have to be very stable mentally.
The best is, the other day he wrote, I wonder how long funded companies would allow my son to run it up. It's like, your son went into a combine, blew it up, got it in an eval, blew it up, and he even said, he's like, his son Cameron got paid out, Caleb failed to pass, Caleb combine, he's I mean, it's absolutely insane. The guy is literally living in a fantasy fucking world, and his 500,000 followers who believe that...
and I think on YouTube now 1 million followers, but there's never a comment on the videos. It's definitely bought subscribers. He's definitely tricking the system. There's no other way. All these numbers of followers, he found a way to trick the whole thing. These are not real followers. There's no chance
that he can do what he says. Also, living in a fantasy fucking world. Like, you guys at this point, you have to admit, like, you all said that I was a liar, that ICT was going to prove to me, he was going to prove everybody that he could do it, that he was going to make it,
There's a reason why there are free indicators available replicating many of the setups. You see, if all that stuff would work as shown by ICT, then you could make an algo who trades exactly those kind of chart patterns. There's no consistency in there. Okay, there's no consistency. Many of the aspects are random. Oh, if the higher time frame shows this and this one shows that, there's no consistency. Okay, test it and find a reality. And you know what's really nasty was this little group of traders who were promoting ICT because they all had business interests in doing so, like this Raja guy and so on. I mean, come on, Now you get a reality check.
I've heard it all. People. Well, today, ICT, again, reaffirming that he cannot trade. It's been proven over and over for years now. Anybody that actually believes that the person, Michael Huddleston, ICT, whatever you want to call him, anyone that believes that he can actually trade, you might as well believe in the Santa Claus. Or you might as well believe in the Tooth Fairy. You might as well believe in fucking monsters under your bed at this point. Because there's a better chance of the Tooth Fairy coming to your house and leaving money on your pillow than ICT ever winning any type of trading competition. And well, again, You know, he denied the idea of trading against me live on YouTube. He's never taken any type of actual proof or showed any proof that he could actually ever trade. So, again, there we are.
To listen, anybody and everybody.
Okay, as you know, on my channel here, I have for 2 years traded live. Okay, I've said euro-dollar will go down and then posted 2 days later. These videos are still on my channel. I don't know any other forex trader who has done that. Okay, so then you find many market overviews which were live as well. So then I have done the account tracking for a while as well. You find the videos about it there. So, you know, like, but again, like the market causality, that's my style of trading. The market causality can be used in many ways. So, I mean, ICT has never done any of that, and I've made a video about this. If you go on my channel, ICT versus MCA. He has only done those videos where he waffles for 1 hour about general things and shows charts and the left side of the charts. Okay, it's always going back. He has never done anything live, never. So I'm not surprised that this happened. But you know, to blow up in that way with that kind of attitude and then dealing with that in such a bad way, man, that's even for me. I'm very tolerant, but that's too much. I can't take this one serious anymore, and I will not waste more time on the whole ICT issue. Everything I'd said in that video, which is quite some time ago, is again confirmed with these facts, okay? So you must be really blind and not do your homework if you still believe in these stories. Okay, you have been warned, yeah? Of course, always learn and try to get something out of it, but the way he presented it, that, oh, this is how it is, the liquidity flush, the 3 white kings, and then he stole from other traders and took Larry Williams' turtle soup setup and didn't quote where he got it from, and all these things. I mean, this is just really like the final chapter of this whole story. Crazy stuff. But there you see the world we live in, yeah? Somebody who just gets attention, gets all the clicks, views, and in the end money, yeah? Without any quality. Somebody making a lot of noise, you know, making a big show, gets many followers. Then you have nerds like me, you know, doing really in-depth work and not getting seen. That is the world we live in, okay? It's like quantity over quality, and at some point it has to change. You know, how superficial is that? And, you know, it always feels like there are millions and millions of people around the world, maybe also from many developing countries who now have access to the internet and who are discovering many things, but who seem to be very, very naive and not very complex in their approach to these kind of people and this kind of content. But I'm sure this will change for the better the more years pass, and that, you know, the truth always comes out in the end. There are certain things in life you really can rely on. That the truth comes out, yeah, that some people, they can lie for a long time, but as I say, they can't lie to everyone and neither forever. So there are reality checks in life, and it's better to stay on the right side and, you know, to be honest. Okay. But his whole marketing strategy, and it worked for me, made a fortune out of this, was to just make a show. Okay, good, so whatever. But please acknowledge that we have the real tools. We have the tools you need, you know, to understand this game. Simple as that. I mean, at the end of the day, look at this, yeah? It's all about the MTS. Kiwi just about taking this MTS, has some longies in the way, so therefore going flat. Okay, it's all about these kind of things. It's not about fairy tales, it's about information, data, facts, market structure. Okay, anyways, it is what it is. Interesting case. I wish you all a great weekend. Bye.